It's his call, innit?
Yes. And the puppet.
And the puppet.
I'll preface anything else before we go forward by saying the clips today are fucking shit.
Cold open today. Like Alexis Wildcard Davis and Baby Bigfoot. Wild Pursuits, Baby Bigfoot's perspective. Would you like to be Baby Bigfoot or the other characters?
I'll be Baby Bigfoot.
Fantastic. And action. We begin with Baby Bigfoot nestled in a cozy sleeping spot in the forest, cuddled up beside Alexis. He stirs in his sleep, and the camera focuses on his big, curious eyes as he remembers his life in the mountains.
In the mountains, my home was safe and warm. My mother watched over me, teaching me the ways of her kind. She was a delightful, fretting mother who only wanted the best for her baby son.
Flashback, Baby Bigfoot's mother, a majestic and caring figure, grooming and sharing moments of laughter and playfulness. The bond between them is palpable.
I'm nostalgic. My mother was always there, teaching me how to forage for berries, showing me secrets at forests, and making sure I was well fed and happy. It was palpable.
And now back to the present, where Baby Bigfoot's eyes fill with uncertainty and longing.
But here with Alexis Wildcat Davis, there's something different. She's become my new family, and her world is so strange and fascinating. I'm curious about humans and their way of life, and Alexis has shown me kindness and love. Wildcat Davis.
Alexis stirs in her sleep. Baby Bigfoot watches her with affection and drools.
Alexis Wildcat Davis has become my protector, my teacher, and also my friend. I can't deny that I've grown attached to her. Her world is my new home, and I don't want to leave her side.
In the forest, it is filled with sounds of the night.
Yet, deep inside, I know that my mother is in the mountains, and she must be worried sick. She must be searching for me, fretting about my safety.
A distant, melancholic howl echoes through the forest. Presumably from Baby Bigfoot's mother.
I am torn between two worlds. I miss her and I love her dearly. But I also can't imagine leaving Alexis Wildcat Davis, who's given me so much. My heart is divided, torn between the love of my past and the promise of my future.
Alexis begins to stir and Baby Bigfoot gazes at her with a mix of affection and conflict.
What should I do? How should I choose between the two worlds that have captured my heart?
Suddenly a soft, melodic hum fills the forest. Baby Bigfoot's mother is unseen and begins to communicate through a gentle, wordless melody that only he can understand. Alexis stirs again, sensing something profound in Baby Bigfoot's demeanour. What's going on, little one? Are you hearing something what I cannot?
Mother!
Mother, I can feel your love even from afar, and like Deirdre, but my heart is torn between two worlds. Two mothers, two kinds of love. Oh, Ken.
As Baby Bigfoot closes his eyes, a single tear glints reflecting his inner turmoil. The camera fades. Baby Bigfoot faces a heart-wrenching choice between two worlds and the love of two mothers. His journey with Alexis, the wild card, is just beginning, and the mysteries of the forest and his past are about to unravel. Will he find a way to bridge the gap between his old life and a new one? Stay tuned as Alexis: wild card continues. Maude, it's a good cast. In the subs room, a chaotic scene, like creatures in a dream with eyes wide keen. Maude with curlers in a tousled hair. Will the noise ever cease? Ned offers the children earplugs. They stroll down a passage so surreal, like visitors in booties. It's the Maude Internet number 10, 100, etc., etc. Who would have believed it? Show.
Episode 9000.
Who would have believed it?
I'll preface anything else before we go forward by saying the clips today are fucking shit.
Fucking right. I don't think so. I think it's funny how the child risks life and limb to pull a Mooney on his father, and it's his father who gets caught.
Yes, spoilers. But
Well-
however, I just thought I'd preface things with I just rewatched the clips then and I did the opposite of smile. So yes, I apologise, and so does Maude.
Apology
Aggie Roswell does not.
accepted. Ding dong. There's somebody at the door. Do you want to go and get that?
I'll go and answer the door, yes.
Oh,
Hello.
it seems to be two cats. Riffy Jenkins.
And I'm Slim Tip. These are cat astronauts from another planet, obviously. Look at their
Yes.
spacesuits and rocket backpacks.
This is it, Slim Tip, the Maude Flanders Internet Museum and Database. I've heard so much about it in space.
I still don't understand why we're here. What does Maude Flanders have to do with our mission?
I don't know, but the two brothers who own this place think she's important. Let's just go with it. Come on, in you come, cats. Walk through the museum and see what you see. Oh my goodness, there's a Maude's cookbook. My eyes are widening in amazement. Look, Stimp, a cookbook. Maybe we can take some new recipes from the Christian woman back to our planet.
I've just pulled a muscle in my eye from rolling it so hard. I highly doubt that, Riffy. But I suppose we can take a look.
Welcome to the Maude Flanders Internet Museum Database. I'm Brother 1, and this is my brother 2.
My brother. We're honoured to have Nekuian,
You're saying it wrong.
Nekuian, explorers, visit of our museum. We've heard so much about your planet and your adventures.
Thank you. We're always happy to meet new friends. We're hoping you can
have
help us with the project we're working on. We're trying to create a new recipe using some of Maude's favourite ingredients, but we're not sure where to start.
Microwave. Why would we know about anything about cooking? We're space explorers. But you're also aliens, obviously. We thought you might have some unique perspectives on food and flavour. Sting.
Well, to be honest, our ship's kind of run out of energy and we need a job for a little while. Have you got any jobs going?
We
Yeah,
do. We
yeah,
have
we do.
2 jobs going.
We have 2 jobs going, don't we?
We need somebody to restock all the Maude cutlery in the falafel stall.
Yes, that's right. Why don't you head over to the falafel stall and start restocking? Oh, thanks, purr meow.
It's not a 2-man job. It's not a 2-cat job. The other one, you can go and put all the napkins out in the Flanders nacho style stall. That's cucumbers with cottage cheese.
Meow, thanks. We'll see you later.
Oh, goodbye. Thank you for your employment.
That's really interesting, isn't it? How many people are just
Bye.
rocking up to our door and we're just giving them jobs, but we've still got so many more jobs to fill.
I put it on Indeed.
All right. Okay. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Give me a number between 1 and 1 million.
40.
Oh, no. Stop. Pause.
Yes.
In Platt Bridges, sponsors. In Platt Bridges' embrace where whispers do reside. W. Charles Schneider with wisdom at his side. A collector of grave sites, vast archives he's amassed. History's quiet guardian in the town so steadfast. Leslie so timid at the tender age of 5. In a world of hushed voices, he came alive. A minister's visit with silver coil gleaming bright. Leslie's quiet heart awakened in the light. Plattbridge's secret with its heart confined. Schneider's boundless knowledge, a treasure to find. From grave sites to stories in Schneider's embrace. The town's silent echo, a silent grace. For Schneider, purpose clear, in shadow or light, to preserve the past's whispers, to keep history bright.
Nice. Sponsor. Onion. Why? What do you get when you cross a cheeky Scottish parrot with a comedian?
The meat.
Hilarious jokes that'll have you in stitches. Why did the cheeky Scottish parrot get kicked out of the library?
I don't know.
Because every time someone asked it a question, it replied with I. The answer is always I.
That's not a good enough reason. Sponsor, Pound Bakery. In the heart of town where the ovens sing. Pound Bakery, where our dreams take wing. Don't peek in our freezers, secrets held so tight. In the chill of night, we bake with delight. Study the red fridge, where treasures reside. Filled with pastries and pastries, our joy we don't hide. Pound Bakery, owned by Greg, some may say, but we've got our flair in our own special way. Has the Pound Bakery closed, you may inquire? No, we stand strong with our ovens on fire. Wholesale dog treat manufacturer, limited and true. We serve all the tastes for me and for you. In the heart of the bakery, our passion does brew, creating delights, old and brand new. Pound Bakery, a place where hearts align, and in each tasty creation, our love it does shine. Pound Bakery.
Nice. This is the second time this has happened, I think, in the modcast, but my second sponsor was also Pound Bakery.
Brilliant.
Why did the bread go to Pound Bakery?
I don't know.
Because it wanted to get toasted for a quid pro dough.
That's good. That makes no sense.
I went to Pound Bakery and asked for a pie. The baker said, that will be £1. I replied, well, that's just pie-fect. They're about right for the episode that we're doing.
Have you heard about the evil god that's in a horror movie that I won't name because it'll spoil it, and his name's Paimon?
Yes. No.
Good, right? The bad guy's name is Paimon.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a
I do not
Paimon.
remember. I do not know this.
Well, I'm not telling you which one. I'll tell you later when the cameras have stopped rolling.
I
Well, who's
see.
that at the door? Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, it's a big. Can you see? It's a kind of like half cow with a big T-shirt saying "Sir Big Beef Gonamoo." Clara Big Beef Senior Gonamoo. It's a cow, but it's like a half man, half cow, muscly. Ding dong.
Moo, I'm Clara, Big Beef, gonna moo, and I'm going to check out the Smart Flanders Internet Museum and Database.
Welcome, Clara. We're the owners of the museum. I'm brother one, and this is my brother two.
My brother. We're so glad you could make it, Clara. We've heard so much about you.
Moo, I'm happy to be here. What in the bloody hell is this place exactly?
It's a museum dedicated to the life and legacy of Maude Flanders from The Simpsons. We got all sorts of exhibits from her favorite recipes to a collection of knickknacks.
Moo, Maud Flanders, I've never heard of her.
Get out. She's quite a popular character. We thought everyone knew about her at this point.
Moo, I guess I've been grazing in the wrong pastures, but I'm always up for learning new things, so let's take a look around.
In many ways, we could all be saying we're grazing in the wrong pastures.
I'm becoming increasingly fascinated by the various exhibits. Look at this picture of her favorite fitness routine. Watch my muscles. Have a look at my muscles. Moo, this is my kind of stuff. I could give Maude a run for her money in the weightlifting department. Ha 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 ha.
I don't doubt that, Clara. You're quite the powerhouse.
I
Moo,
also
but-
don't doubt that, as Maude is not a weightlifter.
Moo, I realise there's more to Maude Flanders than I thought. I'd really love to dig deeper into this world, but also I need a job because I'm proper broke since I got busted for roids last week.
You can have a job, then we'll put you to use. You need to replant all the flower beds in the whatever a nicer word for greenhouse is, arbitorium or whatever. Is that where you kill cows, actually?
Moo,
That
that's
would
not
be
a good.
a good
Get me
place to
away
go.
from that place. Although I'm not strictly speaking a cow.
You are.
You cow.
You've expressed that many times.
You cow.
You effing cow.
Now watch those two links I just sent you.
Time for us to watch some Link.
The other one first, I believe. No spoilers. Still, these two videos are much shorter than one original Sponsor Race video. How are the flower beds?
Ooh. How's the falafel? Meow.
Well, that's good. Everybody's doing their jobs
How
today.
about the nachos? Meow.
Yeah, also.
Are those lads from the other week still working?
I'm not sure. It's a big museum.
Category is 1999, the year of the firing.
Whale Sawa.
Celebrates Pluto regaining its status as the solar system's outermost planet after moving further away from the sun than Neptune with this gorgeous couture custom gown. You better work.
Whale Sawan.
Fatboy Slim's Praise You becomes his third #1 single in the UK.
Muriel Goldman.
Represents an iconic look of his right here right now. I have to celebrate you, Muriel. I have to praise you. Like I should. I don't know about you, but
La Befana.
couldn't get enough of the Denver Broncos winning the Super Bowl in 1999, and she just had to represent it on our stage. Props to you, Mama.
Mary Lude.
As Tony Soprano. Need I say more?
No, we do.
Fun fact, when casting for The Matrix, which premiered in 1999, the Wachowskis considered not cast,
Republican actor Vince Vaughn.
which they adhered to. Here he shows a world that could have been a cinematic universe featuring Dee Dee's Neo and Nicolas Cage's Superman and I Am Your Grandma as Tony Soprano. Eminem released the Slim Shady LP, and
The Devon Maid.
pays homage to it here whilst scaring the shit out of all of us. Is that a real chainsaw?
The Devon Maid.
SpongeBob SquarePants began airing in 1999.
Rex Woofington.
Just had to bring some of his friends and colleagues to help him celebrate with this iconic Louie Wee Wee Wet Queen.
Wang Yupu.
Has come as a Euro, which also made its debut in 1999. Fitting. It somehow smells worse than last week's shitty nappy gown. You dirty.
Wang Yupu.
To honor the release of The Phantom Menace in 1999,
Death.
serves a Darth Jar Jar fantasy. You can go into the quirky cinematic universe too.
Death.
Also, Jenny the Vixen Ryan is now Dog the Bounty Hunter. And lastly,
Nathan Zaz O'Leary.
celebrates his favorite cartoon show of all time, Family Guy, which premiered in 1999. Slander? Sue us.
Nathan Zaz O'Leary.
You're the one writing this. Nathan's top toot of the week is. Brendan's top toot of the week is. Stamp's top toot of the week is.
It's me, Grovelly Poncho. I'm here to catch you up on the episode I'm Grovelly Poncho. This week's challenge was to pretend to be Maude in a 1990s style action movie called The Equalizer. Vince Vaughn wins. A good day for Republicans everywhere. Wettest blankets are Mary Lude and Muriel Goldman. Fland ball assassin is Debbie78. Where is this gonna go? Debbie78 wins, meaning the group majority vote sends someone home. The group give Muriel Goldman the boot. Go back to Quahog where you belong. In the rumpus room, the Devon maid throws shade at Whale Sowan, implying Whale as a sugar daddy who pays for everything. In response, Whale screams, I don't have a sugar daddy, I've never had a sugar daddy. If I wanted sugar daddy, yes I probably could go out and get one because I am what? Sickening. You could never have a sugar daddy because you are not that kind of girl, baby. Everything I have I've worked for and gotten myself. I have built myself from the ground up. You then throws his drink over. Also, Vince Vaughn apologizes to Nathan, but Nathan doesn't believe it. However, we don't know what the apology was for. Perhaps the Psycho remake. To the moon, etc. I am Grovelly Poncho.
Category is Night of 1000 Jeff Apples.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is Jeff? Baby, don't love me. Apple, Jeff Apple, Space Apple, Jeff Apple. The best.
First up, presenting original rap form Jeff.
Will Swan. Amazing.
Next, presenting Ascending to Space Heaven Jeff.
Let the fauna. Wowzers. I love it. The best. The great.
Presenting Comic Book Adventures Jeff.
Mary Lude. Wonderful.
Presenting Traditional Get Up Jeff, the Republican.
Republican actor Vince Vaughan. That's right.
Presenting Space Jesus Mark I Jeff.
The Devon maid. Hathaway and Shite.
Also presenting Traditional Jeff.
Rex Woffington. Superfluous. Amazing.
Presenting Space Jesus Richard Madeley Apple II Jeff.
Blind Yupu. Superfluous. Fantabulous.
Presenting financial blank check writer Jeff.
Death. Awful, terrible. Get away and shine.
Also presenting traditional Jeff.
Nathan Zaz O'Leary. The worst. Let's shine. Get away and shine. It is the best.
And please welcome back the original Jeff Apple runway presentation from sponsor Race One's Cult of Leica Runway.
Yanis Zanakis. Apple, Jeff Apple, Space Apple, Jeff Apple.
Nathan's top 2 is. Brendan's top 2 is. Stamp's top 2 is.
Grindcore.
Category is Snatch Game characters. I'm Groggly Poncho. Whale Sowan is playing Brendan O'Leary. La Bafana is playing Diane Sharpie Sharpeye. Mary Lude is playing Terrence Falco. Vince Vaughn is playing the Raz Wolf. The Devon Maid is playing Onion. Rex Woofington is playing Soichi Ainuanwan. Wang Yuku is playing Fu Qingyu. Death is playing Ned Flanders. And naturally, Zaz is playing Maude Flanders. Good luck. And I'm Groggly Poncho. And here's what happened in the Snatch Game Extravaganza episode. Whale Sawin's Brendan impersonation snatched first prize, whilst La Bafana's Diane Sharpie Sharpeye and Death's Ned Flanders were not up to par. The Fland Ball Assassin was Yellow Weasel. Whale Sawan kicked that kids, won the Fland Ball for your legacy, and sent home La Bafana. In the rumpus room, Nathan tried to cheer Death up, and Rex Woofington and Death share a secret snog that only the Devon Maid and the cameras catch. To the moon did I mention I am Groggly Pond.
Very good. Give me a number.
You'll meet Groggly Poncho soon when 10E1 airs.
Very good. He's got a voice that's very familiar to a Twin Peaks.
Does he?
Give me a number between 1 and 300.
238.
How did Maude get the paintings on the wall of her house?
She bought and then framed them.
What paintings do you remember that they have?
I remember 0. All I remember us discussing is early on. I just remember this for putting just the content stuff together recently. Is there's some pictures on the wall, and we discussed whether or not they were painted or drawn, or whether they were photographs.
Yes.
And I think we established paintings. I don't think she paints, though. I think she appreciates art but as we know, just like tasteful art.
From a distance.
Yes, nothing, no nude stuff. She's not on board with that, is she? But
SFW only.
Yes, I imagine like a nice landscape.
Single fight female.
Yes, and if she's looking for landscapes, she is in the right episode.
What a segue! What a medley-ass segue. See, yes, let's get to the content. You give these good people some context for this content.
Yeah, if she's looking for comedy, she's in the wrong episode. We're carrying on with Fland Canyon. Fland Canyon continues, and her biggest adventure yet. Also, we didn't even say last time, this is the first time we've seen Maude on holiday, which is nice.
We got hints that they were going to Japan, right? But in the end, I guess, did they still go? Or was the joke that they got their tickets stolen by the Sumps?
I believe that was the joke. That is a joke. But I think we said they still went, though.
Yeah,
but this is the first time we've seen her outside of Springfield ever in show.
Is
Nevada.
That true? Where did they go on holiday when they had their holiday home?
Oh, yes.
Pocket Twy Clang Go Go Gok.
Yeah, somewhere with like a really long name, but I don't think that was supposed to be too far away. And also, we didn't see Maude there.
Oh, click one.
We saw the
apple cider. Apple cider.
Oh yeah, I think that was just at a cider factory in town.
Click one. Season 27, episode 19, Gland Cam. The Sumps and the Glands. Citizens and the Flanders are sat at the dinner table just like the old days of young almond-eyed Maude. The Rod and Todd are gleefully looking at waitress. Todd gets his chicken leg and damn vegetables and he says thanks as woman grunts back. Lisa Simpson gets what looks like worms and mashed potatoes and is thankful. Bart is presented with broccoli and slop. This made Maude and Marge glur. Face forward, Maude is doing a side eye and a hand thing. Ugh, she troughed. Maude thinks to herself, am I such a terrible mother that my son doesn't even know to say thank you to a damn waitress? Maude is sitting with smacked art face. Come on, homie. What do you... Come on, boy. Come on, homie. What do you say, says Maude. Ka-ching, Marge. You want me to
What?
lie and say... Bart.
Homer's not a part of this.
No. Come on, Barty. What do you say? No, she says, come on, honey.
Yes.
Look at that face forward, Marge. Ka-ching.
That is a great face forward, Marge. That is very good. It's got a very
hair,
big nose.
claw face.
She's got a
side-eye.
wide-ended nose, which is not common for Maude.
She has. I need a toilet. See you in a minute.
See you in a minute. I'll just talk about my feelings about this scene then. I'm waiting. Shit. But Maude's in it, so that's nice. How are the flowers?
Oh yeah, it's a great face forward, Maude.
It certainly is.
Marge thinks to her bad self, am I such a terrible mother that my son doesn't even know to say thank you to a waffle waitress? Maude is staring with smacked art face. You want me to lie and say I'm thankful, says Bart, for this chicken and veg when I wanted whiskey battered bourbon bangers? He gestures. Marge grits her angry teeth. Just say thank you, she growls in this comedy show. Arms folded waitress. My boy never said thank you. Now he's on death row. They wheel out his body and they put the electrodes into him right in front of the children and they fry him right there and then. And she says, and Maude applauds this. No, she doesn't. But the waitress says, my boy never said thank you. Now he's on death row. Maude silently applauds this as we see a 3/4 back of the head shot with just a tiny ducky pointy face coming out the side.
Nice.
The lights flickers like in a movie. Was on death row, says the woman waitress nonchalantly and walks off, barely mourning her son's death.
Nice. The Tress MacNeille woman.
Well,
Maude
it's a classic Tress character, isn't it?
It is, CTC. It's Maude in that scene is quite Helen-y, but it makes sense. Like, I don't think it's a stretch for another parent to look at Bart in this situation and be judgmental, because he is actively rude. I would judge Bart if I was sat there. I might maybe not make the noise that Maude makes, but I like that about her. I like how brash she is about it. She clearly... This episode probably looks at the Marge-Maude thing the most, the parental differences, and how Maude feels about that, which is nice. We already know that she dislikes the way... She probably doesn't dislike the Simpson children. She probably dislikes the way they are handled, because in the one where they, like, adopt them or whatever, foster them, she isn't ever against that idea. Like, I don't want those monsters in my house. She's like, no, we can reshape these children. So I think, yeah, she is more... This is more a judgment on Marge, to be honest, having just said it's a judgment on Marge.
No.
However,
definitely. She judges Bart for sure, because he's old enough to know better, but she's definitely judging Simpson mother.
What I judged Bart for, and I think this one line might have now stemmed me reevaluating how unfunny this episode is. The whiskey battered bourbon bangers.
Yes, it's a good line, isn't it?
No, it annoys me.
Well, because he's a child who wants to have an alcohol flavored sausage.
No, that's fine. It's the way it's... I don't know how to explain this, but the phrase itself is like it's imitating comedy.
Whiskey battered bourbon bangers. I think it's comedy.
They just
I think it's actual comedy.
That sounds a bit funny. Like, maybe I just don't like The Simpsons.
Do you know who would say such a thing as a whiskey battered bourbon banger?
Bart.
Us. Well, that's the kind of stuff we'd have in one of our sketches.
No, I think we'd do better.
Give me an example.
Maybe I don't know what it is about it. I think it's weak, and I just think it's not becoming. They should have just said, I want my
MTV.
Where's my elephant?
Here's 10.
I wanted Drunkards Delight
Chatbox 10. Tipsy Taters Tot Titans. That is better. Drunkards Delight Sausage. Sloshed Sausage Soiree. Gin Soaked Sausage Galore. Yes.
Better.
Boozy Brat Bonanza. Hooch Infused Hot Links. Yes, please.
Better.
Inebriated Italian Sausage. Intoxi Links. Tequila Tumble Toulouse Sausage. Vodka Drunk Vienna Wieners. All of them are better.
Yes. Chatbot isn't even being paid $4,000. So yeah, that was my only issue with that. But
what about the darkness of that joke about the death row? I did like that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
That
Again,
was an
Maude back around
improvised.
death.
I'm sure that was improvised.
Probably. They had to kill a man to meet the improv.
Could too.
It's the most yes and thing they've done.
The Simpsons are in bed, spear-walled, like animals across their bed. We do a great sweep from room to room, and we see the Flanders all lined up nicely in bed, eyes wide open. And we see Maude with curlers in her. Reveal. Maude has curlers in her hair. Ah, when will the noise stop, says Todd, as Jar is snoring like a...
Thunderbirds is our go.
Is and am go. Jar is snoring like a tractor. Ned grumbles and sits up. He holds out something and says, "Here, take these," he says misleadingly. The boys throw them into their mouths anxiously. "Those were earplugs," he says. All the while Maude lies silent, staring into space. Regret of her life flooding her Christian brain, no doubt.
Possibly. It does look that way. It looks like she's not happy with things. And also recently we said that she would not we wouldn't learn anything new about her at this point, that we'd learned everything that we could. And here she is with curlers in her hair. So but we've seen her sleeping many times.
Whatever next. Well, that was my thought. We've seen her sleeping many times. Sans curler. So
unless she wants her to be like extra curly for this trip.
But look at this
Or
though,
maybe
right?
it's-
Look at the curl she's got on the bottom there. Now that doesn't stay into her middle age.
No, maybe that's
That
well, this
aggressive,
is only like 2 years ago.
whatever.
So who knows how fast the hair process was for Maude. She just looks like she's regretting this trip more than her life, which would sort of maybe that opened up some more worms for her, but she just looks like she's irritated she's probably irritated with everybody. She's irritated with the Simpsons for making all the noise, but now she's also irritated for Ned not being clear and Ron and Todd being stupid in this situation.
I don't think she's annoyed with them. She would let them off.
Possibly, but it's quite dumb for them to just, I don't know, some off-roading.
He was very misleading. He literally held out two things, not four, because they've got four ears, right? He held out two things and he says, "Here, take these."
Oh yeah, the blame is definitely centered around Ned, but I imagine
100% I blame the parents.
Yes, in this tired curly hair moment, probably just wants some damn sleep.
Oh, it's awful, isn't it? And those clowns next door laid out like animals. The regret of her life flooding her Christian brain. Clip 3. The Simpsons and the Flanders emerge onto a passageway. Visitors must wear booties, the sign helpfully says. They all have shoe coverings. Booties. What's another name for pirate treasure?
Yes.
I call it booty. Bart is absent. They continue. The bridge is made of glass, so they look down and they see a strange infinity yellow shape. "Oh, that's odd," says Homer, as Maude and Cole look gently over the side of the canyon. Enjoying the moon view, it is Bart. He is showing his arse against the underside of the bridge. He has climbed under, got some suction pads, pulled down his troons, and is putting his arse against the glass. It is a highly dangerous move. "Why, two can play that game." Two play that game, says Homer, and drops his trousers and starts to rub his arse on the squeaky glass. Two rangers run out and tase him. I thought this was funny. Maude looks on in disgust at the fat, tased body of the man.
Yeah, no, this one's kind of fine.
And his arse showing acrobat child. The rangers carry away stumbling man, Homer. Oh, the kid is so embarrassing. We see a face sideways Maude. It is a good one. April O'Neil. The boy is guffawing.
It is very April O'Neil, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
As you just said. This one is better. This one is sort of more in the style of traditional Simpsons. It's sort of implying, I think the B story basically is that Bart's shit.
It seems to be that way.
Seems to be that way. But the A story is like Homer and Ned go off on this whole, like Homer and Ned go missing for a bit, and that's the sort of bulk of the second act of this tale.
Ooh.
But you still, surprisingly, you do go back to the other ones though.
That is an audacious move by Bart. I have to applaud it. Even as a cartoon, it's an audacious move.
Yeah, and it's also fearless. Here she is again though, around these heights and the potential of somebody falling to their death in this situation, Bart being the most likely.
Yes.
But it's foreshadowing something for her that is very lost, as most things in this show are now. It's foreshadowing something for her that we've already seen. She's around heights, and we know that heights, and it gets even more on the nose as time goes on.
Oh,
But
yes.
we'll come back to that point. This feels more like traditional Simpsons, like, oh, look, Bart's the cheeky early 90s, do the Bartman.
Don't have a
Everybody-
cow and I'm loving it.
Right.
That's his
Yes.
catchphrase, right?
Yes, I crumbles.
Cowabunga.
Exactly.
Good
I was
for.
going to say a Family Guy quote, but there aren't any.
Hashtag iconic.
Oh,
They
yeah, that was
stand.
on accident.
Yeah, because I didn't see anything iconic about this, to be honest. They stand in the
I will
desert. Tell me more.
briefly
Briefly, please do.
Briefly say that Maude was, continuing Maude's annoyance to this family. Nothing we haven't seen before, nothing we won't see again, but nice that it's season 27 and we're seeing it.
That's nice for me. That's all I need from Maudie.
Yes,
They
just
stand
be
in the
there,
desert,
Maude.
the sky, the sun, big trees, a mule ride ticket booth. Marge is whining about how many waivers she must sign, whereas Maud is just getting on with it and taking care of business. The family stands close to each other of the Flanders, and it's real nice. I don't know why it is iconic.
Yeah, no, I just forgot to take out the word iconic from when I was making the clips. It's from last week's Go Tell It on the Mountain scene. So this is hashtag not iconic. It is just them signing up for a mule ride. And I don't know how she would feel about that, to be honest. It feels like what Marge says Maud would be thinking. They seem to spend a lot of time avoiding putting themselves and their children in danger. Although they don't, do they? Because we've seen a couple of car chases.
Early on, there was a lot of danger. Around this time, when the kids were young, it seems like they were happy to put them in absolute danger and risk. But I was surprised as we get to clip 5. I was very surprised just how risky this trip seemed to be for those tiny little children.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what we will. That theme will continue on. In that this is a risky thing for the Flanders to be doing, and it wasn't really needed. They could have picked the difference. It doesn't. You just needed to get them out into the canyon somehow to get the story moving. Like, like spoilers, we don't know how to get out. But that didn't have to be something that the Flanders family probably wouldn't agree to doing, or Lisa.
Yeah, none of it really makes sense. It's all kind of like, we just need him to do this. Let's not think about it too much.
If we did learn anything from her death, though, it is that heights clearly are not something at the forefront of her mind. She's not like, oh, it's high up here, I better be careful.
No.
She's like, oh yeah,
But car parks are.
I'll hop back on one foot in these heels, carrying all these trays, not looking around. Come at me, t-shirts. Come at me, death.
Hashtag it was Maud's fault.
Yes.
Clip 5. We see the mules ride along Death Trap Mountain. How is Maudie even dealing with this when she is a scaredy cat, and Ned too? I cannot believe how the Simpsons plod along on the mule. This is the most beautiful thing we ever stole from an Indian man, says bug-eyed Homer. Big SUV men in black drive past, kicking dirt up. Maudie is at the back of the mule group and seems unfazed by this danger. The SUVs draw up together in the group, as do the riders. Maudie's a rider. She rides the mule well, but then so do the children. What was that? Asked Margie. 2 rangers say, billionaires retreat. Yeah, the head of America's most powerful media companies have come to enjoy nature. The SUV train speeds around the next bend. Boo.
Boo. Did you boo as well?
Yeah.
Uncoordinated boo.
Maude and Cole look from mule across canyon. Media types get out, set up, put up, telephone tower. Tower goes up. I said I wanted a Tom Cruise type, not Tom Cruise. Burn down the tower. The tower is burnt down. I ask, is this satire or just bad generic humor? The tower burns. They all drive away. Jar unfunnily says, I can't stand rich people. But Maude stirs without moving for a long time.
What a goddamn waste of time this clip is. What a goddamn waste of like a minute of a scene. Like, I get that the joke is it takes. I get it. That's not the issue. The joke.
I don't know if I do get it.
I think it's just that it takes ages to happen. It's Family Guy-ish and like it's
That's
drawn
not
out.
funny.
In that it's taken them that long to put up this tower. to make one phone call, then the phone call is not an important phone call, and they're supposed to be here enjoying nature. There's thousands of ways that could be made funnier. It
Have you got any
also
boo
places,
sounds you can just put over this clip?
yeah, loads. Again, we did that for the Nedna one as well, but at least we're all on the same page. that
Edna's
it's
like the fourth or fifth most popular episode.
I know it's strange, isn't it? Boo. Yeah, no, I don't like anything from this scene. I don't like that it places it at a specific time with cell phones and Tom Cruise. When if they'd not had that one joke, it wouldn't have mattered when. You could have just said, oh yeah, they went to the Grand Canyon in the 80s, or they went in the 50s, or they went in 2040, depending on when you're watching it. But they just slap bang said, the cell phone towers, so that means we have, like cell phones, and also Tom Cruise is popular, so it has to be around these 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like that Maude has very little to do. And yeah, I don't think they would be out here on mules in this situation. They're not. I wouldn't say she was a scaredy cat, though. I think we said she's not a scaredy cat.
No, she's kind of brave in those contexts, but I don't think she'd be doing that and certainly not putting her children at risk. But she did. So what can we take from this, given that it's a real story?
It is a real fictional, factual story. Yes. Ubu Hoy, Ubu Roy.
Yeah.
Oh yes. We can take that Maude isn't as straight-laced as we thought she was for the last 8+ episodes, which isn't true. No, I wouldn't say it doesn't not fit her character in the way that some of the upcoming clips spoilers before we end.
I don't think this is out of character particularly. No.
But maybe they just thought, maybe they just didn't think of the danger of this situation, and maybe that's because of the faith in God is. Also, it doesn't if they live in a world where they know there's an afterlife, then death is more of an inconvenience for them. If they believe in heaven, than a be all and end all.
Certainly is an inconvenience.
It's probably the same as we'll run for this train, but if you three get on this, I'll get the next train and I'll see you at the next station. It's
See you
kind
in
of
hell.
like that, but with death. So maybe that's where they're coming from.
I would have liked to see her riding that mule for 20 minutes.
Yes, that would have been funnier and better, even without a joke in it.
That is the joke.
Yeah.
It's like Family Guy joke. It's 20 minutes long. It's like Stuart Lee sketch.
Yes, let's fight a big chicken at the Grand Canyon.
How about we catch up with Xenakis and Jock Derrida?
Again?
Yeah, it's every week.
Oh, I see. How is the baby doing?
Put baby noises in.
Bring that cow over. Where's that cow gone? Clara.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm here. Why can I help you?
You've got a new job. You're now the nanny for baby Derrida.
You want me to feed him with my teats?
No, I don't want you to feed him with your teeth.
What about with this delicious pre-made milk juice?
Yes. PMMJ.
What do you think?
What do you think about that, Jack?
We can swat. You can swat.
He wants to get aged up proper quick.
Well, he's not doing.
No, I think it's fun for him to be a baby for the next few seasons.
Baby Derrida riding a hamster.
Etc., etc. Do you have time for a diary?
Yeah, Xenakis is banished to hell. I don't know how we're catching up.
No, he's
with
not.
him.
He's not. He's in.
Oh no,
he's
you
in
went
the
to
wee principality, and he's mended his ways, and he's probably fixing it up and making it nice again.
Oh yeah, somebody got banished to hell. Maybe it was temporary member Ashley.
All those bad guys, Stockhausen and all those guys got sent into limbo prisons.
Oh yes, there is a diary entry.
What about art first? Do you want to do diary first or art first?
We'll do art first, as per the routine, I think.
Okay.
I haven't sent you area. Here we go. Thunderbirds are close to go.
Here we have the first Onion comic. Doesn't give a lot away about the plot, but clearly he's not very happy. So he's over there probably. I imagine this is set in the time between him fleeing Xenakis' castle and him getting the gift of the MFIMDB 4 in North Dakota, Wisconsin.
Yes, I agree. I think this probably takes place around now.
Brilliant.
Decent Onion history. It's a good image.
It's a nice image. He looks angry. He looks like the kind of bird that you really don't want to mess with in case he bites you.
And he does look like Onion. And I gave it the title I Hard, which is easy.
I Hard, is that a Die Hard reference?
Yes, I Another Day.
He should have a vest on.
Lord, you should have a
Yippee,
vest on.
yippee-IA, you cheeky bastard.
The plot itself isn't related to Die Hard, but the title is.
Like a bongo.
Yeah.
Now this looks good. Rod and Todd hobgoblin, and they're kind of like arguing, and they're just on the island. Remember, their island is near Sunderland. It's kind of joined together in the island of Ben Nevis and Scotch. In the tale of Nevis's novice. I'm interested to see. This looks like it might even be a prequel.
Yes, I believe it would be. I think it would be free anything we've seen from them, how they are, just running their day to day, how they run their MFIMDB.
I can't remember if they overran the MFIMDB and then took it over, or they always worked there.
I haven't checked the files, but as far as I know, our employee files, I think they've been there for a while.
Because they had a fight with someone, didn't they? That was the hobgoblins versus someone else. Was it elves?
I think they fought with cats for a bit in Stamp.
Yeah.
We brought them in to get rid of all the cats, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fought cats. They also fought trolls when we were in the
That's it.
Principality.
I think they fought trolls in the original one as well. So I think, but I'd be interested how they went from the youth of hobgoblins on the island of Kitts and Nevis, and how they eventually became sweatshop owners, and then segue into the brilliant story of amateur Nikes, which I do want to tell one day through the hobgoblins.
And I imagine that is mostly what they do in that comic. I think they are their journey, their progress, becoming top businessmen.
Nice. And then the final one today is Kerry Derrida in her singing. She's got a singing career. She's howling away on the microphone, and her own face is being projected onto St. Paul's Cathedral in the background. So I wonder if this is Bolton beginnings. She's from Warrington, though, Kerry Derrida, not Bolton.
Yes, well, this Kerry lives in Bolton. Barbie lives in Bolton.
She moved from Warrington to Bolton to put her close to Jenny the Vixen Ryan, no doubt.
Yes, that's her best friend in this comic, probably.
Nice. And so, is this an imaginary what if story, or is it set in canon land?
I think it would just be a canon of
shite. So I imagine she's on kind of like a turbulent rags to riches, Star is Born style story.
Yes,
she was a singer, right? Rags to riches, then back to rags.
Yes.
Via Iceland.
Yes. Rags to Iceland, that's what it should have been called. Yeah, that's it. So this is pre-Kerry meeting Jack. Just so
rags to Iceland, to the bins of Iceland.
Yes, and eventually, I imagine this comic ends with the arrival of Derrida.
This is the prequel comic then.
Oh yes, as we said, and the word beginnings in the title.
Interested to see it. What pushed her from her Atomic Kitten days from Warrington to Liverpool, and then eventually to Bolton, where she became obviously a street singer before meeting the love of her life, Jocelyn Derrida.
Yes, I probably think the turning point of her was Liz McLarnon.
Liz McLarnon. We haven't heard from McLarnon.
No,
she is far less troubled figure.
She is yes, FLT. I asked Chatbot to give me a random place in the world, of the entire world, to go on holiday.
Yeah.
Spoilers diary. And it picked Kyoto.
Oh, I know that place. It's near my house. Yeah, have you got a diary for us?
Yeah, good. One time, me and Ned and Rod and Todd, it was only our third ever holiday. We'd been to the Grand Canyon, and we'd also been to Budapest. But on this holiday, we were going to Bhutan, which is in a landlocked country. Landlocked. Sad. In the eastern Himalayas. And we went there when Rod was 4 and Todd was adjacent to Rod's 4. So we went and we ended up winning some money on a scratch card. Well, I did. I didn't tell Ned that's how I won it because he doesn't believe in gambling. But I did. I won some money. So I just told him that one of my thousands of aunties had died and left me some money. So I took it. And we went to Bhutan. It is often referred to as the land of the Thunder Dragon, which I enjoy. I could see myself as a Thunder Dragon. It's carbon neutral, which also made me want to go. It is famously prioritising gross national happiness, GNH, as a measure of progress. Bhutan sounds like a genuinely great place to live. I think we'll be coming back to Bhutan. There is a Tiger's Nest monastery that Todd particularly enjoyed. He says when he grows up he wants to be a monastery. I told him, okay Todd, we're not a fan of all the sort of wacky, godless stuff, but they seem to believe in their fictional gods the way I believe in my factual god, and I can't take that away from them. Chatbot diary. Ultimately, it was a lovely holiday. Me and Ned had a falling out 4 times over a washing machine, but I can't get into it. If I get into it again, I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna end up screaming in his face again. Yeah, so we're back in Springfield now. I've got a dinner planned with Helen, and I'm gonna send her up. We're gonna have a very nice dress code. I'm gonna make her buy a new outfit to impress me, and I'm gonna pick a fancy restaurant and reserve a table, and I'm gonna ask her to get there and order me a steak, and then I'm not going to turn up. Bye, diary.
Seems like a very mean thing for Maude to do and somewhat out of character, but maybe she's in a different mindset this week. CBTB coming back to Bhutan.
The holiday would have made her zen, but it did not.
No, it made it the opposite. It made her Nez.
Did Nez? Yes,
shall we finish with a song?
Let us.
The slumps and glens are Saturday oodle days.
But shiz, chicken, leg, and damn.
Boner, gruncy sims, worms and mashed potatoes.
Crows merged into her bad self.
Stratting with a smacked ass face, chin and veg.
Come on, Homery Wadaya, I grittle.
Waitress, my boy never said thank you now, he's on death row.
Maude applauds this silent fool, just a tiny duck.
C3 fourth both show with just a tiny duck.
The Ike fly move, a tiny mouse.
The sub-Syrian bed spur wailed like an animaeus.
Fland all lined up nicely.
The ecstasy some nay thing with pugs.
A simple gland emerged on the past year.
Part is absent, infinity yellow shape.
Enjoying your moon view, Homer.
Pull down his troons and shitting his arse against the glass.
Maude looked on distruggle at the fat-taste beard man.
His arse showing echoed by child, guffawing.
I sight sun sky big trees, me alright to
IDK ride the wrath trap, cannot pissy eye.
Ingy old dirt, Mew group.
Billionaires retreat, boo, needy companies.
Mud and Doc look form mule across Canony.
Tom Cruise Tio in not comprusi.
Unflickety.
Moveltem, the end.
Moment. The end.
Who would have thought it?
Can you believe it's Friday?
Goodbye, daughter of Daughter Bono.
Yes. Take that, Brubeck wife. Rest in peace. Do we?
Ding dong, ding dong. I'm adjective silly name. Can I come in? No, you can't. Slam.
No room at the Mordcast.
You literally just put the word adjective with another word. I love it. Gremlins 2.
Exactly.